Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be mid-April messages for Sagittarius. What is going on, Sagittarius? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Sag, wherever you are in the world, hope you're happy, safe, healthy, and secure. Continue to take very good care of yourselves and those that you know and love, okay? Quick apologies, Sag. This video is coming out a little bit later than I intended. I'm trying to get on a tighter schedule for the mids and the monthlies. But anyway, this is a little late because your girl started a new job last week and my brain was super duper fried. So I needed to spend time after work and on the weekend kind of recalibrating, learning new information. My noggin, she's not used to that sometimes. So anyway, apologies for the lateness of this video. Let's go ahead on with the regular spiel. Anything you want from me, Sag, it's in the description box below. Timestamp is down there. Information on how to purchase a personal reading with me is down there. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I give you a handy dandy link. Guess what? It's in the description box, okay? Let's see what your messages are for mid-April, mid-month messages, mid-April messages, please, for Sagittarius. Show me. Mid-month messages for Sagittarius. Please show me. Thank you. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a sputter there. All right, so first card was the Queen of Wands in reverse, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Justice in the center, Major Arcana for Libra, could be dealing, don't have to be, and the Ten of Cups. All right, guys, so I feel very quickly off the bat, unfavorable outcome for possible fire sign or somebody with significant fire in their chart. Now, of course, Sag, you're a fire sign, so please don't take that too heavily on board. It's very common for us to deal with people who are in our same sign or even are in our same element, or for them to have it in their chart and we don't know it, okay? So don't be panicked, don't be alarmed. But I feel there's something here that was sought after, Justice card in the center. Someone was seeking a favorable outcome, seeking justice to be on their side, possibly literally in a court system, or just were seeking to be treated fairly in a situation. For someone or other people to embrace them is what I'm feeling. This idea of being embraced, of being accepted, of being recognized. And with the Queen of Wands in reverse, either that person, whoever that is, doesn't have to be you, could be anybody else in the situation, take it with a grain of salt, but whoever that person is, they get unfavorable results, or they are acting not so nice when it comes to what is being sought after with the Justice card, okay? Ten of Cups over here, happy family card, usually. Dreams come true in that energy as well. So if this is a family situation that maybe has gone to court, family court possibly, things could be getting a little nasty, or they did. For some of you, this is a retrospective. You've already lived through this moment. Or you're in sort of like the epilogue, kind of like the cleanup phase, now that the court has issued its decision. Now, for some of you, it's about implementing what has been decreed, yeah? So for some of you, this could have been about custody, this could have been about alimony, child support, something like that. And the judge has finally made their ruling, and now you must follow through with that ruling. And either you or someone else is not too happy about what has transpired. Does not have to be a female because it's a queen, and doesn't have to be a fire sign either. We could be talking about an earth sign. We could be talking about an air sign. It does not matter. What else is there? Because for some of you, it has nothing to do with court. It has nothing to do with children, alimony, or anything like that. For some, this is about someone reaping what they've sown, is what I'm getting. Karmic justice could be at play as opposed to lawful justice, okay? So it could be in your history. Ten of Cups can also be sort of like generational relationships, legacy, things like this, okay? So for some of you, there could be comeuppance to an older person in your life, a grandparent, a parent, great uncle, someone like that, great aunt, no gender really. And there could be like some leveling of the scales, yeah? For some, this is like going back to your childhood and you recall or you are retelling, and it's just like setting what was wrong right is what this feels like. And again, someone is displeased about that, or they're not either someone is getting, again, comeuppance, what they deserve, quote unquote. They're being punished, and that's not what karma is about. Okay, karma is not about punishment and reward. Karma is all about lessons. So somebody is facing their lesson, but they view it as punishment. And no shade to you or anybody else you're dealing with. Whoever I'm talking about, in some of your cases, they are very much an unawakened person. They're somebody who doesn't really have a strong spiritual bone in their body, so to speak. They don't really have a good relationship with themselves and God or the divine or, creation or whatever you or they perceive. Like someone is like totally shut down to that type of perception or perspective, and they are reaping what they've sown, but they don't view it that way. They view it as punishment. So even if this person were to hear karmic lessons, karmic justice, they wouldn't hear that. They would hear, oh, I'm being punished, or, you want to punish me, or this person wants to punish me. You get it? That's low vibe, right? And that's not positive or negative. It's just the way it is. Some people come to this earth and their purpose is to be unawakened. And maybe they'll live their entire life unawakened. Maybe next go round, their next life, if you or they believe in that, maybe they'll wake up. But for this life, whatever life they're living, they will remain unawakened in some of your cases. But that's a little bit of a deep dive. That's not for everybody. So, karmic justice, things being set right. So, if you're not that person, and I feel many of you Sagittarius, Sagittarius, this is not you. Shout out to those who are cross-watching. Some of you are dealing with the Sagittarius, and it is them. So, take it all with a grain of salt. But I feel whoever is not the unawakened person, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything, for the most part. I feel this person, whatever they're spewing, however they're stewing and festering in that energy, leave them be. As much as you can, leave them be. It's not your job to make them feel better. It's not your job to apologize. It's not your job to even make them understand. If you are on this woo-woo train of awakeness and understanding karmic lessons and understanding whatever you view as, your spiritual perspective, it's not your job to have that person co-sign and agree with what you understand or what you know about the universe at large. Do you get me? So I would say whoever's not the Queen of Wands, wherever you are, whether you're in the Justice energy or the Ten of Cups or a mixture of both, do your thing, let them be. That's what that feels like. Do your thing, let them be. All right, so what other information can you give me for Sagittarius in this situation? What other information do you have for Sagittarius regarding this situation? Nine. Oh, a double. How's it coming out? Like that? Yeah, okay. Like that. So 9 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. They're very combative. You've got someone on that side who plays the victim, but they're but they're actually like really aggressive. Like passive aggressive. There's a word for that, Jay. Passive aggressive, this person is. Over here, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. So on either side, and you don't have to be, involved directly here, Sagittarius. Again, you could be the witness to the, going back here, just a play on words. Justice system, witness. So you might not be a plaintiff or defendant in a case, you just might be a witness. And so sometimes tarot is like that. It's not your life that's on display or center stage, but you're like a supporting cast member for a moment. Do you get what I mean? And even as a supporting cast member to somebody else's story, there are lessons for you to observe. There are things for you that might be reflected back in, or there are things that you're observing that might be reflected back into your own life. For some of you, you're not a main player in this story. You are simply a witness. Does that make sense? All right. So one side, 9 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Passive aggressive. Oh, woe is me. I can't believe I'm being treated this way. What have I done to deserve this treatment? La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di, right? And then also with that 5 of Swords. Oh, well, I refuse to be talked to this way. You can't make me. Oh, remember this time when you said this, so therefore you need to let that go, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just like excuse after excuse. And then there are moments where I'm too good for this. I'm too tired to engage in this type of behavior, this type of communication. And then all of a sudden they're right back in the fray. Do you understand? So it's this person that tries to play a victim, tries to play, they've done nothing wrong. They are the innocent, injured party. But then all of a sudden they are throwing barbs and insults and they're getting in the middle of conflicts. That's none of my business 2 days later. Well, when you said da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and they're just in the middle of it. So didn't you say 2 days ago or however long ago that this was not your business and you were going to step away and it was too dramatic and you were too good for this? And then, now look at you. They're argumentative, which again is just a characteristic of the Queen of Wands in reverse anyway. Low vibe Queen of Wands is a catty bitch, gotta be honest. And it's not about gender, and I'm not trying to insult anybody, but literally, Queen of Wands reverse and low vibe, you're not dealing with somebody who's gonna be coming to the situation with any type of dignity. Like, the long and the short of it is that this person doesn't have a sense of one iota, one sliver of dignity. They are quite undignified. Okay. Over here, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. The other side of the situation could still have a decision to make, could still have something that they're weighing up, options. I'm getting, what's that cliche? Know where your bread is buttered? Okay. So in some cases, this person, as a queen, they're not a slouch. Meaning they have some type of position in your life or some type of position in the situation, meaning they are significant, period, paragraph, okay? Whether they be a queen or a king, whether they be male or female, any sign, this person has significance, okay? And the 2 of Pentacles is giving me this where your bread is buttered phrasing, right? So if this was a close relative, mother, father, sister, brother, whatever, you can't just write them off, or they can't be easily forgotten, or they can't be dismissed or downplayed. They do factor in here. If this was going back to the court thing, a thing about alimony or child support or custody of children, if this is the other parent, they cannot easily go away, even if you want them to. And I think in many cases, you don't want this person to go away. You just wish that they were different. And some of you might have been on your knees praying for that. Please, Jesus, please, Muhammad, please, anybody up there. Like, make this person wake up. Make this person have a different viewpoint. Treat me differently. Treat the kids differently. Something like that. So now, I'm not shading anybody, but 5 of Cups is crying over spilled milk, meaning not to say that your prayers or your desires or what you're wishing for in the situation is useless or hopeless. No. It's more to say, like I said earlier, this person, even if they're significant in your life, Sagittarius, or in the story somewhere, even if they're your parent, co-parent with, to your children, whatever, your business partner, whoever it is, they've played a significant role, however, they will remain unawakened. That is possibly their role. Because I feel many of us being in this transitionary phase between the age of Pisces going into the age of Aquarius, we are to awaken to the idea that it is not our job, not our responsibility, not where we should place our energy into trying to change others and to have other people awaken. If they are, they will do it in their own time. It has nothing to do with you. And even though you've created a beautiful home together, you grew up with this person as brother and sister, whatever, you made a home with this person through marriage and you had children, fine. You started a business with this person and it's incredibly fruitful, but now it's gone bad. The social relationship between you, it's gone sour. That is what it's supposed to be. That's karma. That's divine not divine interventions, that's divine oversight. It's going to plan. And over here, someone's like, but wait, should I let this go? Should I let all aspects of this go? Or how can I let all aspects of it go? Because again, where your bread is buttered. You've been nurtured by your parent to a certain extent, even though they've been tumultuous or dramatic or somehow, dare I say, abusive in some of your cases, okay? It's not to say your abuse is okay. It's just to say you can rewrite and have different expectations of your relationship with this person as it progresses. Does that make sense? So even if you start a business with a person and it's all copacetic and socially you guys get along, you guys are on the same page with your business goals and everything like that. But over the years, maybe there's been dissension. Maybe there's been conflict between the two of you. It doesn't mean you can't have your business still be a success, but maybe you two need to become, or one of you needs to become a silent partner. Does that make sense? So the natural evolution of your relationships, of your connections with people might leave you crying over spilled milk, missing what was, looking at these 3 cups that are spilled out saying, damn, this is ruined forever. And not, no offense, not being appreciative or grateful for the 2 cups that remain behind you. So there is a silver lining here. I don't know where it is. I don't know what it is, but I feel whoever's on this side of the situation, it's in their best interest to find what those 2 of cups represent and focus on that. I did not gloss, but I did quickly mention this idea of abuse or this aspect of abuse. For some of you, you have been in toxic, abusive relationships with people, family, friends, otherwise, yes? And that's a blessing to get away from a toxic relationship. You can look at dramatized TV or movies, or you can look up any, go to a women's shelter and hear stories of people who live through abuse. And it's not just this, I'm just using this as an example, but women who have suffered through abusive marriages, getting popped in the face, broken ribs, broken noses, blackened eyes, and they stay for the kids. They stay because they're provided for. They have a comfortable home. They don't have to worry about, having a job, all these things. And so when they leave those abusive relationships, they begin to worry where their bread is buttered. If I don't have the money, if I don't have the security, what do I have? Your goddamn life? Because this man or whoever you're dealing with could be a woman abusing a man, or a woman abusing a woman, a man abusing a man. It doesn't matter, right? This person is going to beat the life out of you if you stick around. So that's what you have to be grateful for, that you're living and breathing. You get me? Oh, that's not for everybody. It's just an example. And it's a pretty serious and extreme example, but I hope you understand. What is your advice? What is your advice? What is the advice here for Sagittarius regarding this situation? What is the advice, please? Hangman, ups in reverse. So the hangman is now in his upright position by being in reverse. So any type of, not worry, delay, any type of delay that you or the powers that be have put into the situation will soon or have been removed, okay? Hangman in reverse, secondary major for Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces, you don't have to be. So any type of dawdling, any type of, oh, I'm unsure, or, I don't want to say fear, but for some of you, it might have been fear, to be fair. But any type of uncertainty is needing to be released, or it will be released. Any type of, especially if we were talking about a court system where you really don't know, the decision hangs in the balance, hanging man, right? Hangs in the balance. And until the decision comes through, there could be tons of anxiety, tons of worry, tons of, waves of regret. Oh, I never should have started this. I never should have filed a complaint. I never should have spoken or decided to work with that lawyer. I never should have done this, that, and the other. A lot of criticism can happen here with the hangman. But again, it's in the reverse and it's put him in the upright, meaning action, I shouldn't say action. The energy, whatever was blocked, whatever was delayed, whatever was up in the air and uncertain is going to eventually flow and fall into place. Now, again, for some of you, it's not going to go in your favor on paper or in your physical life. But again, karmically speaking, the universal law, in terms of universal law's eyes, it's exactly what it's supposed to be. Physical law, aka what's here on earth, dealing with our legal systems versus the universal law of the cosmos, they don't always align with each other. They're not always on the same page. Does that make sense? So that's going to, fall out in different ways for all of you. Anyway, Sag, that's your reading for mid-April. If you like this reading, hit the like button. If you want to leave a comment, let me know how this resonated in your life. I would love to read that. And feel free to subscribe to the channel, friends, if you haven't subscribed before, hitting the red button down below or wherever it is on your device. And make sure that you hit all notifications so you can see when I upload to the channel and when I go live, okay? If you want to find me for a personal reading, again, the information is down below. Sagittarius, I thank you all so much for watching. Take care.